Today we will solve a numerical problem to find out support reaction for a cantilever beam. The given statement is we have a beam, a cantilever beam. One end is fixed, other end is free, and it is subjected to UDL and a point load at the free end. The magnitude of point load is 25 kilonewton and intensity of UDL is 6 kilonewton per meter. So it is 6 kilonewton per meter. And let us say this is point A and this is point B and this is point C. So this span is 6 meter and this span is 4 meter. So first of all, let us draw the free body diagram of this beam by removing the support. As we can see, there is no horizontal load. So the fixed support will have only vertical reaction and a moment. So vertical reaction we can denote by VA and the moment reaction can be denoted by MA. And the remaining loading will remain same, 6 kilonewton per meter for a span of 6 meter and 4 meter for end B. Now we will apply equation of equilibrium to this free body diagram. This is free body diagram. So first equation is, of course, all vertical forces is equal to 0. So the vertical forces are, let us take the upward forces as positive and downward forces as negative as a sign convention. So upward force is VA and the downward force is UDL, and the total load of UDL I told you is intensity of UDL into the length, and it is acting downwards, so it will be negative. So 6 into 6 minus 25 point load is equal to 0. From this we can calculate the value of VA and it is 61 kilonewton. Now using next equation of equilibrium, let us take moment about point A equal to 0. If I take moment about point A, then there will not be any moment due to VA because it is passing through point A. This is point A and the UDL is acting downwards, so it will create clockwise moment about point A, and this 25 kilonewton will also create a clockwise moment, and MA is anti-clockwise. So let us take the clockwise moments as positive and anti-clockwise moments as negative. So clockwise positive and anti-clockwise as negative. So using this sign convention, we can write our equation of equilibrium. I will take about point A, moment about point A. So due to UDL moment due to UDL will be the total load into the multiplied by the distance, and the intensity of total load will act at the midpoint. So let us start with UDL. 6 into 6 is the total load and it is passing through the midpoint. So half of 6 is 3. This is the moment, force into distance, minus due to 25, I'll take this plus because I'm taking clockwise positive, plus 25 into 6 plus 4, 10, minus MA equal to 0. So this will give me MA is equal to 358 kilonewton meter. So these are the two support reactions, VA and MA, for a cantilever beam. This one. Let us take one more example. Now we are going to take a case with the inclined loads. So horizontal reaction will come into the picture. So this is the case of simply supported beam. A simply supported beam is given. One end is hinged, other end is roller, and inclined loads are acting on it. Let us say we have a 50 kilonewton load acting at 45-degree angle, and then 40 kilonewton load acting at 40-degree angle, and then third load is 20 kilonewton and it is acting at 60-degree angle, and the distances are as follows. So this distance is 2.5 meter, 6 meter, 2.5 meter and 4 meter, and the total span of the beam is, let us say, 15 meter, and we can nominate the beam as beam AB. Now we need to resolve the forces into horizontal and vertical components, and before that let's draw the free body diagram. Now since these inclined forces, they have horizontal and vertical component, so at the hinge support we'll get a vertical reaction as well as a horizontal reaction, and at the roller end there is only one reaction at the roller, so only one vertical reaction is there, and then we can apply the loads as or as given, 50 kilonewton and 40 distances are known to us, and 20 and angle are also known to us, 60 degree, 40 degree and 45 degree. So let us apply the equation of equilibrium to this free body diagram. Distances are known to us, so we can take distances from the point above. Let us say this is point A, B, C, D and E. So let us use the first equation of equilibrium is sum of our horizontal forces equal to 0. So we have HA, let us take HA as positive, so this will be positive, and this direction let us take negative. So forces acting in positive x direction are taken as positive, and in negative x direction are taken as negative. So let us start with HA. HA is positive. The component of 50 load will act like this. So it is going to act in negative x direction. So I will write the equation as minus 50 cos 45 degree. The 40 component will act in positive direction. So I will write positive plus positive 40 cos 40 degree, and then this component 60 component will be in negative direction. So minus 20 cos 60 degree. This is equal to 0. So we can solve this equation, and HA will be, we can solve this, HA will be equal to 33.16 kilonewton, 33.16 kilonewton. This is HA. Now we can use next equation of equilibrium. Here, this is first one we have just used, and the second one is all vertical forces are 0. So VA plus VB, I'm taking upward positive, downward negative. So VA plus VB minus the first component of 50, vertical component, it is acting downward, 50 sine 45 degree, minus 40 this component, 40 sine 40 degree minus 20 sine 60 degree. This is equal to 0. If you solve this equation, we'll get VA plus VB is equal to 78.39 kilonewton. 78.39 kilonewton. Now this is one equation, and we have two unknown with us, so we can label it as equation number 1. Let us take third equation and take moment about point A equal to 0. So if I hold this point A, if I hold this point, then I'll get moment due to this force, this force, this force and VB. So moment due to VB will be anti-clockwise, and moment due to 50, 40 and 20 are clockwise. So for this numerical, let us take anti-clockwise moments as positive and clockwise moments as negative. So if I hold down point number A, the first anti-clockwise, which is I am taking as positive, will be VB into 15. So minus this, these distances are required. Let us take them down from above. This is 4 meter, this is 2.5 meter, this is 6 meter, and this is again 2.5 meter. We are taking moment about point A, and moment is force into distance. So minus 20 sine the vertical part of the force will create moment. No horizontal component will create moment because they are passing through point A and there is no distance. So that's why they are passing through the point A, they will not create any moment, only the vertical components are going to create moments. So sine 60 degree into distance, distance is 2.5, distance is 11, 2.5 plus 6 plus 2.5, it is 11, minus next force is 40 sine 40 degree into distance, distance is 6 plus 2.5 which is 8.5 minus 50 sine 45 degree into the distance is 2.5 meter. This is equal to 0. So in this equation we have only one unknown, which is VB, and VB will be equal to 33.16 kilonewton, and we already know the value of VA. HA is known to us, and using this equation, equation 1, and using equation number 2, we can find out VA. So VA will be 45.22 kilonewton. So that's how we can deal with inclined loads. Let us solve one more numerical. So next numerical is of uniformly varying load. So a simply supported beam is given to us, and A is hinged and B is roller, and it is the portion AC is subjected to UDL and a point load. Both are acting together, and the intensity of UDL is 10 kilonewton per meter. Then portion CB is subjected to a triangular load, uniformly varying load. This is a uniformly varying load, and its maximum intensity is 7 kilonewton per meter, and the span is 5 meter and 7 meter. So I can draw the reactions here itself because we have only vertical loads. So I'll get two reactions, VA and VB. So these are the two reactions, and let us use the equation of equilibrium first of all. Before that, let us find out the total loads. So total UDL will be its distance into intensity, 5 into 10. So total UDL is 50 kilonewton, and total triangular load will be the area of this load. So it will be 1 by 2 into 7 into 7. So it will be equal to 24.5 kilonewton. Now this 50 kilonewton will pass through the midpoint of UDL, and this 24.5 kilonewton will pass through the centroid of the triangle, and the centroid of the triangle is at a distance of 2 by 3 from this end. So centroid will be 2 by 3 into 7 from this end, and 1 by 3 into 7 from this end. So this distance is 2 by 3 into 7, and this distance is 1 by 3 into 7. 7 is the length. 7 is the length of the base of the triangle. So 2 by 3 into 7 and 1 by 3 into 7. This is the distance. So this load 24.5 can be assumed to pass through this centroid, 24.5 kilonewton centroid of the triangle. So let us start writing now equations of equilibrium, and the first one is, of course, sum of all vertical forces equal to 0. This equation will give us VA plus VB minus 35 minus 50 total UDL minus 24.5 total uniformly varying load in the form of triangular loading. So VA plus VB is equal to 109.5 kilonewton. So we can say this is our equation number 1, and we can use this equation to find out other reaction. Let us use second equation of equilibrium, taking moment about point A. So I am taking anti-clockwise moments as positive and clockwise moments as negative. So let us write the equation of equilibrium. There will not be any moment due to VA because it is passing through point A. So VB into 12 minus, first of all, let us take UDL. UDL is 50 and 50 is assumed to pass through the midpoint, into 2.5 minus 35. We have 35 load. 35 is also passing through the distance 2.5. So this distance is given as 2.5 in the statement. So minus 35 into 2.5 minus the triangular load. The total triangular load is 24.5, and we have just discussed that it will pass through 2 by 3 into 7. So the distance from point A will be 5 plus 2 by 3 into 7. This is equal to 0. This equation will give us value of VB, and VB is equal to 37.45 kilonewton. Now using this value of VB and equation number 1, we can substitute this value of VB in equation number 1, and we can find out the value of VA, which is 72.05 kilonewton. So that's how we can deal with uniformly varying load and find out the support reactions. Thank you.